Hello Aries, welcome to your mid to late January 2026 general reading. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Aries, thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your subscribes and your comments. Keep them coming, guys. Love to hear from you. Read each and every one. So Aries, if you would like to say hi, I would like to say hi back. Aries, let's have a look at your energy. First off, we've got the Yule Singer. Now it says rebirth, feasting and joy on this card, and what I'm picking up here is that you're keen to keep the holiday period going. It looks like you had a pretty decent holiday period, so no matter how you chose to celebrate, there could have been a lot of feasting. Oh yeah, I'm right with you there. And lots of good times, good food, good company. And you're keen to keep this going. You're on a kind of a sugar high here, and doesn't mean you've been feasting on sugar. Some of you may have, but it's more of an energy level. It's an energy of momentum, keeping the momentum going, keeping the fun going, keeping the joy going here, Aries. So good times, good fun, good company, good loving, good eating. You know what I mean. So let's have a look at here, Aries, at your energy. I'll cut these cards and let's get into the reading. Okay, we'll start with past energy, your present energy, the near future, your best path to follow. We'll take a look and see what energy you have around you. You have your hopes and fears there, the potential outcome, what may be hidden for you, and the overall energy. So let's take a look here, guys. The Seven of Cups, keeping the joy going. The Seven of Cups is a very playful energy. It's an opportunistic energy as well that I'm seeing around you. So, it looks like there's a spirit of optimism here and just really choosing to enjoy your life. I'm getting an energy here of keeping things light, keeping things playful. I'm seeing some need for moderation, of course, Aries. I hate to throw a bit of a cold water on the energy there, but for some of you there may have been slight overindulgence over the holiday period, so it's kind of weaning yourself off that. But there's an unwillingness here to get back to the way things were or to focus on the mundane. Okay, now past energy for you guys. Four of Wands in reverse, so a little bit of instability around home. For some of you, I'm getting there may have been a recent move, or you may have been thinking about a move. We also have the Six of Cups, but it's showing up in the reverse. Now this is all good because what I'm seeing here is this is you getting back to a state where you're feeling really good. You may have felt like you were in the wrong place, the wrong house, the wrong job, but I feel that you're starting to focus rather than focus on things that were not working. You're really turning your attention to leaving things behind that you had grown tired of, or that you had felt just wasn't floating your boat. It may have been something here that you were stuck with for a while, but this is more of a wilder energy that I'm picking up here, this feasting, this joy. There's been a rebirth over the holiday period. You're starting to feel better about yourself, your life, your circumstances. And the Nine of Wands in reverse, you instead of being the wounded warrior here and focusing on what could go wrong, you're choosing to let your hair down here a little bit, Aries, and instead focus on what could go right. Yeah, your best path to follow is the Four of Cups in reverse, which tells me that you're coming out of a period of stagnation where things had become same old, same old. You're even starting to entertain new options when it comes to your career, your job. Whereas before you felt like you were obligated or you were duty bound. This feels like it's not exactly irresponsibility, because I do feel that you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of in terms of your life. But there's just a little bit more of a playful edge, a more opportunistic, a more optimistic energy around you. And it may be because it's the start of the year, of course, but I feel it's more long-lasting than that. Around you we do have the Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, look, if there's been a time of stagnation, a time of rest, you've had a time of restoration, getting more sleep, this is you coming out and being awoken, if you will. It's a little bit like Sleeping Beauty awakes. So I feel like you've been let off some kind of chain here, or let off and letting off steam. The pressure is lifted. The pressure's now lifted. You're breathing a sigh of relief. Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's a little bit of escapism here. Like you've gotten away with something, like breathing a sigh of relief, like, whew, that was a close one, but you know what, I'm glad 2025 is in the rearview mirror. And your outcome here is the Ten of Cups, but it's in the reverse. So I feel that you're focusing instead on more of a you energy. Like, I don't see commitment here. If anything, I see you letting go of commitment for a time, not forever. But certainly in late January, I see you being relieved about being let go. Some of you may have been let go from a job that you just absolutely hated, and you're thankful for that, right? It feels like sneaking away. You may be keeping things on the down low when it comes to what you're doing at the present time. And we do have what's hidden here is the Queen of Pentacles, but in the reverse. For a lot of you, Aries, you may have been tied down to something for quite some time. A job, a career, a house, a person. But I see you breaking free of that and exploring your world. Let's see, where is all of this going for Aries, please, Spirit? There's an energy here of letting go of the past. For some of you, you're being given, for some of you this may resonate sometime between the middle of January and late January. And it's this message. It won't be for all of you, but for some of you, I am getting something that you didn't want to be in anymore, whatever that is, comes to a conclusion, but by the other people, or the other person, or your boss, or whoever. And you're actually secretly relieved about that, because it wasn't making you happy. So it may be that situation that's only for a small portion of you. So Aries, let's take a look. What is the message here for Aries for mid to late January 2026? I feel this is more happening late. The Earth Fairy. Now, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. A grounding and a foundation, but you know what? I think that's been you for a while. You have been this Earth Fairy energy. You have been grounded, but you're secretly wanting to free yourself from that. I think that you want something else. You're wanting to spread your wings. For some of you, of course, there is an energy to make sure that you're, if you have been feeling not your best self, or perhaps feeling ill, to take care of that before you do anything here that's that's something that you need to do. Like, it's a very strong energy of wanting something, wanting to be released from something from the past, letting down your hair, exploring new options, freeing yourself from an energy of, like, you don't want to be overcomplicated or over serious at this particular time, but there is something for some of you that you may have to attend to first that has to do with physical health, guys, with that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And yet others of you, I get an energy of breaking free from something where the air has become stale, toxic. You want to breathe new life into yourself. Yeah. And we have the Swan here, transformation. Yes, I feel that that's you. I feel that this transformation is you wanting to transform your life. Aries, you're a go-getter, you're very ambitious, you're very confident in your abilities, so all of that's good. But one thing you have to do is ground your dreams, your ideas, your goals, your fantasies, your wishes in reality. You know, make sure that you've got a plan. And some of you have some sort of secret plan here, Aries. Let's see. What are the messages here for Aries? I'll consult the Gypsy Witch Oracle on this Four of Wands in the reverse. An intense love of life and strong fellow feeling. Yeah. I think that that's you. I think that you want to be surrounded by people who are like you, that have an intense love of life and strong feelings. You don't want namby-pamby. You don't want wishy-washy. You don't want something that is not in your face, passionate, exciting, intense. Yeah, there is a little bit of an energy here of giving up on something, or giving up on a situation where you don't have that intense passion for it. Whatever that means for you, however that resonates. Now, right in the center with this Seven of Cups, bouquet of flowers, an absolute indication of long and happy life. Oh, I love that for you guys. For some of you who have been going through a time of ill health, this is a great indication that things are going to go well for you. It is an absolute indication of long and happy life. Yeah, so it's if you're getting out of something that isn't happy, or if you're ending a time in your life where there's been a feeling of stagnation, of not being happy, Spirit is saying, what are you waiting for? Get yourself out there. A strong indication of a long and happy life. For some of you, I get extraordinary honors, fame in your future as well. There's 10 of Cups. The outcome here for Aries. The book presages the discovery of a mystery affecting the person for the better. Oh, okay, so something is going to happen here that on the surface it looks like there's an ending, but you know, it's going to be the mystery here. The great mystery is that this is going to affect you for the better. You're making changes in your life here that are going to affect you for the better. You know, we have the Earth Fairy and the Swan. There's transformation here. Aries, possibility of fame or fortune if you want that. Yeah, something that's going to be. It's like that. This thing that ends is something that has been keeping you, blocking you. But once you free yourself from that, the great mystery here is that things, you may have even been thinking to yourself, well, why are things not progressing for me? Why are things not working? It was because of a past situation that you had to free yourself from. Once you do that, there is an energy of rebirth here. Joy, abundance, feasting. We have the Yule Singer. And it started around the holiday period. Message here for Aries, please, Spirit. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? Yeah, you have the ability to manifest what you want here. We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we're able to show up in our zone of genius, and this inspires others to do the same. So ask yourself, Aries, how can you use one of your soul's gifts today to contribute to the world? And by doing so, this book opens up. For some of you, the book could be literal. You could be writing a book. Won't be for all of you, of course, which could lead to a level of fame, renown. Anything else here, please, for Aries when it comes to this swan and earth fairy energy? To whom are you comparing yourself right now? Well, you shouldn't compare yourself to anyone because you are unique with your gifts. What you're able to see in another is only visible because it is within you, Aries. So are you ready to have this brought out? Shine your light on this feeling of not enough and see the truth, because all that you need and want is within you. Today, stop comparing and start creating. Oh, Aries, yes. So if you're spending too much focus on other people, you're being asked to do what is unique for you, to follow your own unique creative path, whatever that means for you. It could be creative arts, writing, it could be digital media, anything that you're creating, a business, whatever it is. Make it unique, make it uniquely you, and ground it in a practical plan, in reality, and watch your life transform. There's an energy of vulnerability around your reading, but it's vulnerability that's born out of confidence in yourself and strength. A lot of people see vulnerability as weakness. No, Aries. It's your vulnerability is what makes you beautiful, what makes you you. There's a reason here, a reasoning. Let's see, this Yule Singer, the rebirth. For some of you, you could be a singer. You could have a voice, a unique voice. Name all the things that you love. Make sure that you're one of them. Give yourself all the love and attention that you need. I think that's it. I think that if you've been in a situation where you haven't felt loved, where you haven't felt like you were around people that gelled with you, that have an intense love of life and strong feelings, you're letting people go that are lackluster, weaker than you in terms of vulnerability. You may have been around people who lacked the ability to be vulnerable with you. You have a lot of strength, Aries, innately, but it's not it's not using it in terms of competitiveness. It's more an energy of vulnerability is your strength, drawing people to you that have an intense love of life is your superpower. And as a result of that, I feel that you're being given gifts. Now, for some of you, you may be, if you've been in the hospital, you may have received a bouquet of flowers, or you may be sending a bouquet of flowers to someone that's in hospital. That's for a small portion of you. You may even be reading to someone. I get in a bed. It could be a child for some of my Aries out there. Some of you could have been spending time with family over the holidays, children around you, which lifted you up, whether they're your own or your brothers or sisters' children or whoever, nieces, nephews, cousins, doesn't matter. I am getting energy of youth and youthful spirit around you, Aries. So I'm going to get one more card for you guys, and then I will leave it there. So let's see. Message for... Actually, I don't want to use those cards. I'm going to use this one here. One more message, please, for Aries for mid to late January 2026. Yeah, for some of you, you're avoiding someone who you just don't want to be around. I'm getting that they may be an avoidant. They may be I get someone who avoids their emotions, they don't avoid commitment, but what they avoid is vulnerability. Yeah? And for some of my Aries, if you have someone around you that's angry at you, that won't be for everyone, you're not wanting to listen to them, so it can go vice versa. So a little extra message there for a portion of my Aries, that there may be an avoidance around either someone that you're angry at or someone who may be angry at you. The key for you and your success in 2026, Aries, is consistently showing up and being yourself, using your strengths, knowing your strengths and using them. So I am going to leave it there for you, Aries. Wish you all the very best. If you'd like a personal reading, of course, you can reach out to me. My details are below, or you can just Google me, Gypsy Insights Tarot, on Etsy. That's ETSY. I thank you so much for your likes, your hypes, your shares, your subscribes. Please do keep them coming, and especially your comments down below. Drop me a line. Let me know if you're enjoying these readings, and let me know if they are resonating with you. Aries, please take care, and bye for now.